I don't believe in inspiration. It's not something that I wait to come. My name is Anderson Borba. I am a sculptor, and I am in São Paulo, Brazil. More specifically, Barra Funda. For artists, this is like one of the best spots. My work starts with carving. This is where I start getting the initial shapes and forms of what it's going to be. By taking the material out, you start looking for forms. That also defines a lot of my practice. It's this constant negotiation with the material. No, my work doesn't come from inspiration. My work has more of a ritualistic approach. I believe through the making, I will have more of a commitment and understanding of the material, and that is going to lead me in possibilities. And I work with very unstable materials, such as fire, which is really, you can control it. I work a lot with collage, and the selection of images it comes from different sources, different magazines. It's basically like just culture of access. We have loads of images. I just pick and chop them, and I find my own palette of colors. You have a collaborative team. I keep shifting, give the same work to different people, so it's never really doesn't have much of an attachment of what you're doing. I quite like the fact that there's like all those subtle changes. You can be protective with your work, but sometimes it's quite good as well to let it go, because it's gonna come back to you anyway. You're gonna have the final work. Dave was my first assistant, and he has been recommended by someone that he was really good with woodwork and all that, but then he just went beyond that. He has a lot of creative input. It's the same with the other one. They all come for a very specific function, but they end up like getting interested in doing other things. I think they go beyond assistants because they have a say, and I think this is also process. It's basically I give people a chance. I'm working towards a show in New York. I have a couple of shows in London, but also I'm doing things here. Always at the end, it kind of gives me an urge for the next one. And so, but then, yes, I'm very happy with the work, especially once they're gone and I see in a completely different context. I think, oh, okay, yeah, I've done a couple of things right. You should go, obviously, to my gallery, Fortes da Loja Gabriel, which is here in the Barra Funda. It's a beautiful space, really, really good program. There is also Mendes Wood. You have Luiz Strina, which is in Jardins. You have Pivot, which is this very iconic building from Oscar Niemeyer. Pinacoteca, it's only Brazilian art. You have Mas, which is that very iconic building from Lina Bobard. You have Lina Bobard's house. There's tons of places. São Paulo is definitely not short of cultural activities. I've been living abroad almost 30 years, and so to be in São Paulo is very stimulating because it's a new city. It's a place that I'm still understanding, that I'm still learning. The best thing about living in São Paulo is that I live here half of the year, and so I escape from the winter in England. Brazil is a place of contradictions. We do have a lot of cases of violence toward queer people. But in São Paulo in particular, it's a bit more open-minded. Yeah, my boyfriend is in town. We always walking around holding hands. We never had a problem. For instance, for a walk on Sunday on the high road, which is here in the center of São Paulo, you will see.